Ready. Put your on it. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. On second down, Eckler. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Check. Hurry. Hey, wahoo. 55. Watch the run.
Now Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford on the screen. This is Eckler. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Vikings get over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Play action now. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Stafford on 3rd down. Complete outright to Kurz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Mike. 180. Mike. Omaha, ready blue.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 23 yards on the play. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
50-50.
Throwing again is Stafford. Left side completion to Jones. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll find Jones again, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me, hey, Charlie. 55 Mike, 55.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
To Marvin Jones. Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Third and long for Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Cousins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Cook able to escape and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run again on first down. Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. They'll run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw, Cousins, eluding the... And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. They can't hang with us. Mike 5-4.
Throwing again. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Set, 180. Right there, 54 Mike.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You got him. You got him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, lady. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. In the face. Easy, easy. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Throwing on second down. Stafford. He'll get this to Eckler. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Touchdown, Detroit! Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. First down. Here's Cousins. Completes it right side to Dodson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, it's Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Devon Kennard, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Detroit, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.